it's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. So today I'm doing a book review on The Last House on the Street by Diane Chamberlain. So this is a relatively new book. I got it from my library on their ebook side. And I'm giving it 4 stars. It was pretty good. So, I am, apparently I have a frog in my throat. So we are currently in Rockport, Texas at Coastal Breeze RV Resort. And I decided I would just do my video right here. And so if you see people walking by or you see RVs behind me, that is why. So also, I'm doing a shout out today to 2 super nice ladies here on BookTube. One is Kim at Bookmarks and Breadsticks, and the other one is Spinelli Speaks. Now, Spinelli Speaks, I didn't catch her name, but she actually made a shout out to me on her channel, which was super nice. And then Kim from Bookmarks and Breadsticks commented in the comment section and was like, oh, I love her Jennifer's channel. So, hi! Thanks for shouting out for me and all that. That was super nice. I'll link both of those ladies' channels in the description box. They have awesome book channels too. And so let's just get into the review. So, says, when Kayla Carter's husband dies in an accident while building their dream house, she knows she has to stay strong for their 4-year-old daughter. So yes, I do have the washer going, so we might have a little shakeage. I can feel it doing it right now. So if we're a little bit, that's why. So we're just going to go with it. And also, if my husband comes home, you might hear the door open. We're just going to go with that too. So it says, but the trophy home in Shadow Ridge Estates, a new development in sleepy Round Hill, North Carolina, will always hold tragic memories. But when she is confronted by an odd, older woman telling her not to move in, she almost agrees. It's clear this woman has some kind of connection to the area, and a connection to Kayla herself. So, Kayla is an architect, and so was her husband, but now she's a widow. They designed this really cool house at the end of this street, and there's woods behind it. And while they're building it, her husband is there, and he actually steps on a box of screws, I think it is, on the staircase, and he falls, and he actually dies. So now Kayla and her 4-year-old daughter are staying with her dad while it's still being built. And then she can't decide, does she want to sell it? Does she actually want to move in there? And now there's a lady, an older lady that comes to her office and basically, threatens her and says, don't move into that house. You don't want to move into that house, blah, and all this. Let's see. Kayla's elderly new neighbor, Ellie Hockley, is more than welcoming, but it's clear she too has secrets that stretch back almost 50 years. Is Ellie on a quest to right the wrongs of the past? And does the house at the end of the street hold the key? Told in dual time periods, The Last House on the Street is a novel of shocking prejudice and violence, forbidden love, the search for justice, and the tangled vines of 2 families. Yeah. So yeah, it goes back and forth in time, which I absolutely love in a book. So it's telling Kayla's story here in the present, and it's telling Ellie's story in the past in 1965, I think is what it is. And Ellie is a young girl. She's 20 years old. And she goes off to college, and she discovers the, not riots, but where they go and they picket, for black rights, I guess I would call it. And she discovers there's a organization called Scope, and that she can go for the summer, and she can go and talk to the black people in her county, and teach them that they can actually go and register to vote. So it's at that time where they are allowed to vote, but most of them don't because they're too scared. So she actually joins this Scope organization for the summer, and she actually has to go and stay at different, now they call it Negro, they also call it Black in the book. So this is, you have to remember, this is in the 1960s. So she has to go and stay with different hosts in the community. And but they end up moving her around because she is the only white girl that's from the South. Everybody else is from the North, and she is actually from that area. So they end up moving her around for her own safety. And then she meets Win. So Win is a black man, young black man, who she gets to actually go to the different houses with. He goes with her so that he actually has a foot in the door, because otherwise they wouldn't even open the door for her. So there is some racial violence in this book. There is some interracial elements to it. I love how DIANE Chamberlain writes. I love her writing style, and I actually really enjoyed this book. I'm giving it 4 stars. I don't want to tell you a whole lot because I want you to read it. It was good. 4 stars. And I actually read this, a lot of it sitting in my recliner here in the RV. And then I tried to read it outside, but it was just too sunny. And apparently you can't really do that on the Kindle Fire. I've heard you can do that on the Kindle Paperwhite. But if you've seen that another video I did about the Kindle Paperwhite versus the Kindle Fire, I actually had one and I gave it to my daughter because I didn't like it. But that might be a good reason to have one, is if you want to read outside. Just saying. So, 4 stars. I really liked it. It was good. Also, don't forget to go check out Spinelli Speaks and Bookmarks and Breadsticks. Alright guys, that's all I got. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check back for more book videos and cooking videos. I've done some cooking videos here in the RV if you want to watch those. I've done a bunch of different little mini clips of our time here in Rockport, of the ocean and the different birds and the different, the RV park and everything if you want to see that. And I try to include what I'm reading at the end of those videos. So the little mini clips don't have that. But like my cooking videos and such, I try to include what I'm reading, because this is a book channel after all. And I'm happy to report that somebody took the book. I put a book in the clubhouse here at the resort. They have a little library in there, and somebody actually took it. So yay, I'm so glad. All right guys, see you next time.